Good morning, everybody. Thank you for everybody coming to my channel today. Today I'm going to do Taurus, February 1st through 15th, 2019. Welcome if you are new. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And this will not resonate with everybody, and I'm sure there's a lot of readers out there that will resonate with you. It might resonate one month and not the next. So let me, Taurus, February 1st through 15th, 2019. Okay. Taurus, 1st through 15th, 2019. Let's pull these up first. Okay. So we'll do the Celtic cross with clarifiers. Okay. So in the situation, I have the Death card. I have the 9 of Cups, and I have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so the Death card tells me that you are going through major transformations in life. And I'd say that most of these transformations are self-made choices, okay? Some of them might not be, but I think this is something that you're long overdue and ready for, okay? So the 9 of Cups tells me that this is a wish card. But you are what you think. You are creating what you think. So I want you to focus on the positive. I do show that there are little doubts and you're kind of nitpicking a little bit in the background of some of the things that are coming through. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want, okay? Keep it positive because the universe hears everything you say to yourself. You're not the only one listening to you, and you should be kind to yourself and thinking nice things anyway, okay? So I also have the 8 of Cups, and that's telling me that you're walking away from several situations, good and bad. And you're kind of blind to some of the things that are going on. There may be something going on that you're not actually seeing. But you have 3 cups down and 5 cups up. There are more possibilities out there than you are seeing because you're so focused on what's already happened, okay? In the past, I have the 7 of Wands. Okay, so the 7 of Wands means that you've got all these things going on in your life right now, and you need to prioritize and make some lists or something, or journal or something to help yourself get a handle on what the priority is so that you can focus on one thing at a time. And when you do that, then things move more swiftly. You know, and you can also write a list of what the pros and cons are of everything so that you can see what your priority is. You know, it really does help to get out of your head and to focus on these things, okay? So in the now, I show the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you're dealing with a lot of fears. You're working through the fears. You know, and there's some action being taken, but it's a very, very slow moving energy. But there's growth there. It's just going to be real slow. So I'm telling you to have a lot of patience, okay? So one of the clarifiers is the 7 of Swords. And that's telling me that there may have been some theft. That there may, even you even steal from your joy from yourself when you're focused on the negative. So it doesn't necessarily mean a physical person doing this, okay? It could be you doing this to yourself also, but you have everything gathered up to move on, but you're still focused on a couple things that haven't been taken care of. See the swords on the ground? Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles, there's new life here. There's growth. There's prosperity. There's abundance. There's feeling fulfilled. Even though it's standing on your own 2 feet and being fulfilled. But lots of growth, lots of life. You need to tap into that. So what I show in the future is what they call the 1111 card. Okay, you're still working through some fears, but this is and illusions, not just fears, but illusions. Are you being realistic with what you're expecting or what you're visualizing? This is also the 1111 card. That could be a soulmate card, but it is happy family, and it can represent marriage. So the clarifiers I have for that are the 7 of Pentacles. Now, the seeds have been planted. There has been lots and lots of growth, okay? And now it's time to harvest it. And you need to figure out how to go about harvesting it now, But again, you're stuck in your head a little bit here. There's a squirrel up there, and a lot of times the squirrel represents that squirrel running in the wheel and being stuck in your head a little bit. So it's good to sit down and write things out and make some choices, okay? Again, here's the squirrel and here's the mouse. So get out of your head, quit overthinking it, and the universe is offering you an opportunity here, and you're not sure if you want to take it or not. But you have all these possibilities here, okay? So the energy around you right now is the devil. It could be a codependent energy. It could be something that you're doing that feels good that's not good for you. It could be somebody that's coming in that is challenging you to some things. It could be you looking at your shadow side of yourself. Do not push away the shadow side. If you listen to all those old metaphors, what you resist persists. So if you have shadow things coming up, then you need to move into them, and sometimes if you move into them, they just dissolve. But other times you need to sit down and you need to talk with your shadow side to find out what they're teaching you and acknowledge the lessons, okay? And the shadow side, just because I say shadow side, that doesn't mean that it's bad. This world was created as a duality. We have black, white, right, wrong, good, bad, male, female. Everything's a duality. Even in ourselves, we have the dark, we have the shadow, and we have the light within us. And if what you resist persists, if you push it away a lot of times, then it comes back to you in an even more challenging way, okay? So the environment around you is the Lovers. It could be a love relationship, but I think that, to me, the Lovers is choices. You need to make choices about love, about relationships, about yourself, okay? It's making decisions and choices, but it's we learn more about ourselves through relationships than we do any other way in life, okay? So this is definitely lessons. Now, your possibilities and your blocks are the 10 of Wands. So that's telling me you're gathering things up. You're ready to move forward. but you're still feeling burdened by it. But this is the end of it. This is a 10. This is a completion, and you are so ready for a new beginning, okay? Okay, so the result is the Three of Wands. There's more stability, and you are actually looking off into the distance, and you're starting to see the possibilities that are coming in. You are waiting for those possibilities to come in, okay? Now, the Tower is a clarification card, and that's telling me that anything that was not built on a solid foundation is being knocked down and has to be rebuilt again in a more positive, stable way, okay? And the Nine of Swords is telling me that there's some depression, there's some worry, there's some lots of anxiety, okay? But there's some lessons to be learned, and there's some wisdom to be gained by all of this. And I'm going to pull one more card because I don't like that card. Okay, we need some hope here. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is a woman that's been through hell and back. She's learned a lot about herself. It could be male or female. They've learned a lot about themselves, and they know how to, they are more stable and secure, and they are able to rely on themselves and to cut through all the BS. They're very stable. You know, they're usually alone right now, but we can't depend on other people in order to give us that stability and that love and everything that we need to have for ourselves. We have to have it for ourselves, and then we draw somebody else in that will to bring in that kind of energy in for us also, you know. So what's working for you is the wolf and the dragonfly. Okay. So the wolf is telling me, or telling you, find new paths and options, break through, be a role model, and share your inner knowing. Dragonfly says confront denials, break through illusions, and we already talked about illusions, and honor inner truths. You know, you need to go in and talk to yourself and find out what you want. Instead of honoring everybody else's needs, maybe it's time to take care of your own needs. So your challenges are swan and possum. Okay. Swan says accept the gift of grace, surrender to the flow, don't ever give up, give over. Sometimes we just have to put things into God's hands and ask the questions. Ask questions, because the universe knows the whole picture. We don't. So sometimes we have to ask questions and kind of put ourselves into his hands in order for things to move forward. Because a lot of times when you ask for something specific, you are blocking what the universe can do for you, because there's an agreement. We have that free will, and the universe cannot intervene unless you ask. Okay. And the opossum says have a plan, use common sense, and honor the strategy that works best for you. So I hope that helps for this month. Thank you for letting me read for you. And if you like my channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again the middle of February. You all have an awesome Valentine's Day.